Hey, how's it going? My name is Shane Scott, and I have decided to make a YouTube channel. Pretty much what this channel is going to be is pretty much me talking about all my favorite things. And I know that sounds boring, but I promise I'm gonna try to make it as the least boring as possible. But I want to do that by creating discussion and debates with you guys. I want to bring up my opinions so that you guys can tell me yours, and I want to be able to kind of go back and forth with you guys. That's kind of what I'm doing because I love debating with people, and I love having my mind change. I love being talking to someone about our opinions and having me sit back and think, like wow, like they're right. That's I never thought about it that way. I like kind of new ideas almost, having my mind change. That's kind of what I want this channel to be. I want to be able to give my opinion while receiving yours at the same time. So pretty much what I'm going to be doing for this video is a little introduction to my channel and myself so that you guys can get to know me. So to start off with my channel in general, I'm pretty much going to be talking about movies, TV shows, and sports. Those are the three things that I can talk about the easiest and I love talking about the most. So those are the things I'm going to be talking about. So when it comes to movies and TV shows, I'm pretty much the two big things I'm going to be doing are ranking list, whether it's favorite episodes, favorite characters, favorite movies, things like that, and reviews for all the shows I currently watch. I'm gonna be giving episode reviews. For movies I watch, I'm gonna be giving the reviews for new movies I see, things like that, so I can kind of share my opinion on all those things. And for sports, I'm pretty much going to be talking about, for at least for the beginning, I'm going to be talking about my main sports teams. I was born in Dallas, so I'm a huge Dallas sports fan. The Cowboys, Mavericks, Texas Rangers, Dallas Stars, those are my main teams. But for the most part, I'm going to be talking about kind of news with them, how things are going with their seasons. But I doubt it's going to stay like that. I imagine, with how crazy the sports world is, I'm going to have enough to talk about so that I'm not just talking about my teams. Uh, the biggest sport that I'll probably be talking about is football because that's the sport I know the best and the one I follow the most. Um, but yeah, football is probably where I'm going to be at talking the most, whether it's just with breaking news, big games that happen, reviewing each week. I'll probably do, weekly reviews of all the games that went down, things like that. But that's pretty much it for how the videos are going to be, what videos I'm going to be making, things like that. And for myself, so you guys can get to know me, like I said, my name is Shane. I am 18 years old, and I brought a few questions so that I can answer those for you guys, so you guys can get to know me a little bit. And then they're all opinion questions, so I'm hoping that you guys can give me your opinions down in the comments below, and we can get a little discussion going already in my first video. That'd be awesome. So for my first question, I have, what is my favorite movie? All time, my favorite movie is The Shining. I love that movie. I think the whole, kind of the way, the big thing for me is Jack Nicholson in the movie. I love the way Jack Nicholson plays his character in the movie. I love it. I think it's fun. It's creepy. It's ominous. I love it. I love the whole movie, and I love the way Kubrick directs it because you know, this it's like awkward to the point that it's creepy, and I love that. And I don't honestly, I don't fully understand the movie. There's a lot of it that confuses me, but that's what I love about it is the fact that I don't understand it, and that's it. I imagine it'll be my favorite movie for a long time. I don't, as of right now, I don't have anything that I think is even close to it. So yeah, The Shining, easily my favorite movie. After that, my favorite TV shows. Currently, I'm watching The Walking Dead, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. For favorite, I'd probably say The Flash. It used to be The Walking Dead, but I haven't really liked the way that it's going recently. I'm a huge fan of the comics, and I just the way the show is kind of going on separate ways from the comics. I like that. I like that they're trying to kind of create their own story separate from the comics, but it's like gotten to the point where it's just like they're trying to do too much, I think, and it's kind of disappointing me. I still watch it and I still enjoy the episodes, but definitely used to be a lot better. But I'm a huge fan of the DC TV shows. I'm not completely caught up on Arrow, so that's why I didn't say I'm currently watching it. I still need to watch the newest season, and I want to watch Black Lightning because I've heard really good things about it. I watched the first two episodes, but I never finished. I haven't kept up with the rest of it, And I watched the Netflix shows, all the Marvel Netflix shows, apart from Iron Fist, because I heard terrible things and it's not that interesting to me. Stranger Things, Black Mirror, things like that. Those are the main shows I watch. I'll be talking about those, as episodes come out. I'll be giving episode reviews, so you guys can see my opinions on those. And then the next question is my favorite superhero and favorite superhero movie. Because superheroes are my favorite genre of movies. The MCU is one of my favorite things. I love the MCU so much, and so superhero movies are what are my those are my favorite movies. Like I was saying, but my favorite superhero is Captain America because when I was younger, I actually wasn't that big of a fan of superheroes. There were too many. I guess it was kind of overwhelming for me. I don't know, but I didn't like superheroes that much. So when the Avengers was announced and it was coming out, I was like, you know what? That sounds like a cool concept. All these superheroes coming together. I kind of want to see that. So I decided to watch all the origin stories for all the Avengers, and I started with Captain America, the first Avenger, and I fell in love with it. I completely loved Captain America. I loved the movie. I loved the story. And from then on, it was just like a snowball going down a hill. It just got bigger and bigger. And now I'm at where I'm at now. That was a weird sentence. But I'm a huge superhero fan. Captain America, easily my favorite superhero. Right after him is The Flash. A huge fan of The Flash as well. And for my favorite superhero movie, it's easily Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I love how it's a different feeling from the rest of the MCU. It's kind of a political thriller almost, and I love Bucky's kind of development, I guess, through the story. It's fun to watch. It's fun, but I like watching, how he's kind of when he gets those moments of sanity and then he gets it wiped away back to the Winter Soldier. I love that. I love the fight scenes, the highway fight scene with Bucky and Cap is probably my favorite fight in the MCU, either that or the airport scene in Civil War. But I love the Winter Soldier, and I don't think any movie or any superhero movie will top that anytime soon. Even with Infinity War coming out, I'm expecting to love Infinity War. I don't think it's gonna be bad in any way, but I don't think it's gonna be better than Winter Soldier in my opinion, or I don't think I'm gonna like it more than Winter Soldier. And then my last question I have is my favorite sports and sports teams. So, like I said, I'm from Dallas, so I like all Dallas sports teams. My favorite sport is football. That's the one I know the most about, like I was saying. And that's the one I'm probably going to make the most videos about. But I am getting into basketball now. I've started watching that. I started about like 2, 3 years ago. I started really getting into basketball. So I'm learning about basketball. I don't know near as much as I do about football. But I'm going to have some videos about basketball because, I think it's awesome. I love the NBA. It's such a fun league in my opinion. There's so much, petty things that go down between the players. It's fun. Like some of the stories that happen in the NBA, like I feel like you'll never see in the NFL. Like the story with JR throwing soup at his assistant coach. I love that. That's hilarious. I think that's so funny. But so yeah, I'm gonna be talking about the NBA. I'm a Mavericks fan, but uh, you know, they're not very good. But that's okay. We're in tank mode. Just trust the process. That's not our thing. That's okay. But for baseball, I'm a Rangers fan, but I'm not as big on baseball. I played it a lot growing up, but it's just I don't I can't watch it as much. I watch when playoffs come around, but when regular season, it's just I don't watch it as much. But I will be talking about baseball. I'm just now this year actually getting into hockey. I'm a Dallas Stars fan, but I can't tell you. I don't know anything about hockey yet. I'm still learning, but I do intend to learn about hockey enough that I'm able to talk about it with you guys because that's a fun sport to watch. I went to a game recently with a bunch of my friends and it was awesome. I'm starting to love hockey. Well, not I wouldn't say love, but I enjoy hockey a lot. So I'm gonna try to get my knowledge up on that so I can talk about it with you guys. And the last sport, another one I'm big on would be soccer. I'm a huge fan of the English Premier League. My team is Arsenal. Sadly, that one's tough. That's probably the toughest team for me to support because they shouldn't be bad, but they are. Yeah, but I do like soccer a lot, mainly the English Premier League. I do follow some of the other leagues loosely, like the Italian and Spanish league, but for me it's mainly the English league. But those are the big sports that I follow and sports that I enjoy talking about. So that's pretty much my favorites for all those things that I'm going to be talking about on this channel. So why don't you guys let me know in the comments below what your favorites are, favorite movies, favorite shows, sports, things like that. Let me know so we can get a little discussion going back and forth, things like that. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. But yeah, that will do it for my first video. That's all I think you guys need to know about what this channel is going to be. So if you enjoyed the video, please not do ahead. Go ahead and give it a like down below. And if you are interested in any of the stuff you saw just now, go ahead and click subscribe so you'll know when my first actual video comes out, you'll be there. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope you guys like my channel.